it getting cold where you guys are?
It's snowing.
Yeah, we got our first snow.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Julie with Skunk TV, and I'm here with Scott Reach from Rare Dankness. So happy to have him here at the Highway Skunk Magazine booth. And Scott, I wanted to talk to you today about your incredible philosophy in the industry. It always inspires me when I talk with John. I always tell him that Scott and Pamela are incredible examples. Let's watch them. Let's look at what they do. Let's follow their lead. And so I always tell John, I was just like, Scott and Pamela, they're it. Where they're going is where we're going too. And so tell people about how you and Pamela started when you guys transitioned in 2009, 2010, and you started Rare Dankness and you started your own energy. What were the commitments that helped you and Pamela create this?
For us, it was really seeing the change that was happening within the U.S. Medical marijuana was starting to be more accepted. More states were starting to look at their own medical laws. For me, I've been a breeder for almost 20 years now. I've always wanted to see this plant legalized, and really my devotion and my goals are really focused around seeing this plant available for everyone. All the time people thank us for what we do for the patients and the industry and all that, and it's very humbling, but honestly everything that I do is for this plant. For a long time she kept me away from booze and kept me away from prescription pills and stuff like that, and like most people know, I went through cancer in 2010, and at that point I garnered a really strong relationship for it. I actually got to experience the miraculous medicine that it is when you're going through something like that, and it just strengthened my resolve to see this plant made available. And nowadays, with so much benefits you're seeing for children with full plant extracts and all that, every day I get up, I go to work, it's to see this plant, respected and appreciated for what it is.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, how in the cannabis industry, a lot of times it becomes about money making and ego and who's on top, and it's not connected with the medicine of the plant and what the medicine is attempting to teach us about the sacredness of our relationships, the symbiotic relationship between us and plants, and also the sacredness of the relationships with our company, how we do our business, how we treat people. We were talking about that earlier, that you and Pamela have a really strong core to help people rise together within your community. Can you tell everybody a little bit about that, some of the things that you're doing there in your new facility?
Yeah, 5 years ago I put my 5-year plan together. I think out of everybody in this industry, I probably crushed my 5-year plan harder than anyone.
Totally.
I've been very blessed to be able to win cannabis cups and to be able to breed and see my genetics all over the world. I realized a few years ago that I was really meeting and exceeding a lot of the life goals that I had set for myself. And then when we built this facility, I really realized that I can do anything. Anything I set my mind to, anything that Pamela and I set our goals to, we can accomplish. We've been together for 20 years. We've been through rough times, we've been through great times, and right now is all that hard work that we've put in all those years. We live in a throwaway society. We decided a long time ago not to throw each other away, and so now it's really focused on giving my employees and giving the people that we work with those same opportunities. I want my employees to not just feel like workers. I want them to understand that as we go forward and this becomes a more legitimate industry and we're able to expand into other states, there's opportunities for them to run those facilities and be the directors of them and stuff like that.
You're sending the elevator back down, you're making and helping as many people rise with you as possible. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful way to be.
It should never, once you've gotten to a point in your life where your daily stresses are coming up with new, cool, innovative ideas, you should be really focused on helping those people that are with you and that have gotten you to that point. So I try to explain to my guys all the time that, it's never about putting people down. It's always about lifting them up. And it's our job to be humanitarians and professional and to have empathy and sympathy for everyone. Um, I think we lose that a lot. I think the money sometimes becomes the focus and success becomes the focus for a lot of people. And they don't understand that being successful doesn't have a monetary value on it. It's really how you feel inside and how people feel towards you. I have my batch of haters, but typically when they get to meet me and like sit down and actually talk to me and not just assume whatever they've assumed through a post that they've read or somebody else's opinion, you can see that I'm a genuine dude, and I love this plant. I love the community that surrounds this plant, and ultimately it's going to be us that sees it going forward into the commercialized, regulated market that it is. And if we don't, it's gone from our grasp.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what we were talking about too. That with the highway, so now Skunk has launched, and our new magazine, The Highway California, and it's an exciting moment because the highway is devoted to just that. It's about creating a platform of solidarity where we can all be together with the things that we can agree upon, which is agri-centric, which is craft culture, which is small, mid-sized businesses, which is the sacredness of our relationships with each other, with the earth, with our resources, and to show a lot of people evidence that a renaissance is happening, that there is a returning to wisdom with our modern technologies. We're returning to ancient wisdoms or wisdoms that we knew at one time. Husbandry, proper use of resources, not overusing. And so the highway is all about that, and you and Pamela are participating with us, which we're very thankful. Thank you. And for us, to have the strength of what you guys are doing aligned with us, I think that is really what the plant has been trying to teach us all along, is, hey humans, start to work together in a better way. You have everything you need to be living a vibrant, joyful life. So I wanted to talk to you about that too, and I'm encouraging you guys to actually start speaking in the magazine more about these ideas, because you can't, if you're just focused on the outward and you're not actually taking care of the inward and doing that work inside, you're really not going to truly be happy or successful. And I noticed with you and Pam, you actually have a true feeling of joy and success, and it's coming from within, like you said.
Yeah. Cannabis was a part of the tapestry of human culture for millennia, for thousands and thousands of years. Early 1900, somebody in America plucked that thread out of the tapestry, and it's kind of unraveled, and it's basically us reweaving and putting it back together, and like you said, learning some of that, or relearning some of that knowledge that we've lost over the last 100 years. I really have gotten to a point now that we have so many great employees within our facility. Everybody thinks we're this giant company. We're not. I mean, we're still a very small mom and pop business. We're probably the 15th biggest facility in Colorado. I mean, there's 14 guys way bigger than us. Multiple shops, everything. We have one storefront. What we're doing now is really trying to focus on taking the day-to-day, mindless, human-type tasks that human error can ultimately lead to a more inferior product. We turn that over to the computer so that my employees can spend every day with the plants, looking at the plants, educating themselves to the strain, to what that strain looks like under duress and what it looks like when it's grown to its perfection. And it's freed me up now to the point that my day-to-day is I come in and I check to make sure everybody's good with their job and what they're doing with, for their daily task or their week. And then I'm starting to re-educate myself on growing again. So I'll spend 3 or 4 days in the clone room working with the clone guys, and then I'll spend a few days in veg, and I'll spend a few days with the packaging guys, and I'll spend a few days in the flower rooms.
Back
and it's
to your roots.
man, it's giving me that passion again, where I was getting, like you said, you're getting kind of burned out and very disgusted with the money hungry and the shark type, attitude.
Yeah, we
that
don't
was out
want a
there.
green rush.
No,
We want a
man.
green renaissance.
Yes, exactly. So it's really been able to allow me to inspire my people every day instead of going in and micromanaging them. You know.
Yeah, you get to relax after all of these years of incredible effort and hard work.
Oh, I'm
that
still
you get
stressed.
to. No, you're still stressed. You're still stressed. But it's so wonderful that you were saying that you got to delegate out things that maybe you don't enjoy doing as much, and you can get back to what is your joy,
Which
and
is
also
growing.
help people specialize, help them get deeper in to the science and the understanding, which is what we needed.
Oh, exactly. I try to get everyone to go deeper than just doing their job. Don't do your task just to do it. Understand the repercussions that happen if you don't do it early or if you do it too late or whatever. Like, understand what happens within not only the plant but within the facility and within the social structure of just working with people. Like, just do your job and be happy doing your job.
And you're launching your store now. Announce for everyone when your store is launching, and now you're going to really be able to tell the story of your brand even more, and really bring this out there, and really let people know who you guys are and what your commitments are.
Well, I'll probably get killed by Pamela if I announce a date, but we're really hoping that it's going to be December 16th as the opening. It might get pushed back a day or so. It's really not up to us. We have one final sign off that has to happen from the city through your inspections.
Okay, we don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, no jinxing. Yeah, but so if
All you want for Christmas is your
my
store.
store open. So if we're gonna have it open hopefully by Christmas, and it'll be open 7 days a week. I think we'll be closed, Christmas Day and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. But we're gonna. It's a beautiful store, man. It is. It's Pamela's baby. It's her design. It was what she had envisioned in her head, and when she sat down with the architects and they designed it out, it looks like a high-end watch store. You could sell high-end handbags or, anything. It does represent our brand really well. I mean, Earl is, he's all over that place.
My son is asking me for a hat,
I'll
so
get you
he's
one.
in love with your gear too.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, everybody loves Earl the Skunk. So.
I just had an idea. We should let him be on the cover with Sparky Skunk one day. We've
That'd be
never
good.
done that.
Yeah, that would be a
Wouldn't
good
that
cover,
be
right?
fucking brilliant?
Awesome.
All
Yeah,
right,
awesome.
all right. Well, it's so
Cool.
pleasure. It's such a pleasure, always to speak with you. You make me feel better about being in the world and being in this industry. No joke.
Thank you, Julie.
You really keep us inspired.
I appreciate it.
So thank you very much, and major success for Christmas.
Thank
We're
you.
going to cover it in the next issue. Let's get some pictures of opening, and let's cover it in the next issue.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for
Thank
stopping
you.
by.
I appreciate it. And thank you guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you. We're coming back soon. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
All right, so let's do this. We're gonna stand up and then we'll take a photo together.
Okay.